Welcome back to Blue Collar Watches. This watch is kind of a bonus watch that I stumbled across on AliExpress. This is another Tandorio. This is a Sterile dial Tandorio. And I picked this up for the unbelievable price of $44.09. There are so much positives going on with this watch. I had to buy it. I really thought I was done with Tandorio watches. I had this in my cart. Those of you that follow me know that I have a weakness for these Tiffany blue dials, these Robin Eggs blue dials. That's just my favorite color on a dial. And normally this goes for like $62. It was on a super deal. And then I was able to use my AliExpress coins on it also. And I ended up picking it up for $44.09. And I said, what the hell? And I pulled the trigger. This comes, you can get this with a black bezel also, or this steel bezel. This watch has so much going for it, it's worth the $60 price. First off, the bracelet on this is outstanding, especially at the price point of this watch. No links removed. This has the slider extension on it. I didn't even have to remove a link. If you would have to remove a link though, this is a screwed link bracelet. I think Pagani Design uses these bracelets. I'm not 100% certain. But for a $44 watch to have a decent quality band on it, that's like unheard of. The fit and finish on this watch, excellent. Brushed on the top just like most of their watches. Polished on the sides. Where's my rag? There was a lot of tape on this. I had to remove a lot of tape. But that's a slamming deal for $44. I can't get over the quality of this watch for the price. Sapphire crystal. I already tested all this. My battery's getting a little low on my tester. Even the Cyclops is sapphire. Very surprised about that. It does say luminous hands and dials. Tandorios are not known for having good lume. I have not put it in the dark yet, so I have no idea how good the lume is going to be on this. My expectations are minimal that it will have lume, but nothing great. But I will throw a lume shot in. It's pretty much all sterile. There's nothing identifying on this. NH35 in there. Can't beat that. Good movement. Sapphire crystal. 120 click. Unidirectional bezel. This particular one feels extremely good. No backplay. I mean, I'm stunned at this watch for $44. Lines up. Screw down crown. It does say on the dial that it's 100 meters. Again, it's an AliExpress watch. I wouldn't trust that on any AliExpress watch. And there is an O-ring in there. So I would at least say that you could probably get this watch wet, but I wouldn't go diving with it. None of these AliExpress watches do I trust the water resistance rating on them. Let's get some dimensions on this watch. Don't want to get the Cyclops there. 13.7 thick. I think they say it's 13.5. 20 millimeter band, which much better than I would expect for this band. I think it tapers down to 15 or 16. 15. Lug to lug. You might as well say 47. And they say that it's 40 millimeter. Slightly bigger than that, but that's the bezel overlapping. But what a deal for $44. I will put a link to this watch if anyone would be interested. And if you're not into the sterile, I really do prefer my watches to have a name on it. But not a big deal with this one because the price was so good. I just jumped on it. Let me go ahead and throw a lume shot in. So here we go with the lume shot on this Tandorio watch. Pretty much what I expected. I have not gotten a Tandorio watch with excellent lume, but it has lume and it is functional. Here we go. Again, the lume on the dial is brighter than the lume on the hands in that second hand. But about what I expected for the price point of the watch. Functional lume. I'm not even going to do a time lapse because I can already see that that's fading slightly. Has lume, nothing spectacular about it. So here's what this watch looks like on my 7 3/4 inch wrist. I have a slightly larger than average wrist. I didn't have to remove any links. All I did was slide the slider extension in. Fits pretty well. And the thing I like about these slider extensions, I notice my wrist size changing when it's hot, when it's cold out. That's an added benefit of these slider extensions. You can always fit it on the fly. When you need to make it a little larger, boom, make it a little larger. You need to make it a little tighter, make it a little tighter. I really like these slider extensions. Much better band on this watch than I expected. But in showing this band, if I really wanted to size it a little, I have it all the way in. I probably could have pulled at least one link out of it. And it has the tiny screws. I would rather have the pins, but I know some people love the screws in these bands. They just make it, I guess they make it feel like it's a better band. Really not that important to me. But pretty nice little watch. Recapping, touching back on it. 316L stainless steel, sapphire crystal, NH35, screwed iron crown. There is a gasket in there. And I said this earlier in the video. Again, I would never trust the water rating on any AliExpress watch. And who really goes diving with these anyway? The bezel, really sharp and crisp, lines up. That looks like it's dead on to me. Lume, not that terrific. Has lume. But for what I paid for this watch, $44, you can't beat it. I will leave a link to this in the description. If you're interested, grab you one.